Atlantic International Bank Limited has commenced the process of shutting down its business as an offshore financial institution that has been operating in Belize for the past 18 years. The decision to voluntarily wind up the company comes amid a particularly worrying state of affairs in which the Federal Trade Commission has come down hard on AIBL for its purported role in assisting and facilitating telemarketing sales rule violations in respect of the phony Sanctuary Belize real estate venture.
The situation at AIBL is troubling. It came to our attention that the management of AIBL decided that because of a certain situation, that they did not feel that they could continue in operation for much longer. We at the Central Bank, of course, because we have to protect depositors, and when we do that, it's of course protecting the financial system, decided that we had to do what is called a special examination, and immediately sent in 4 of our staff members who were there to look at what is happening at the bank, provide us here at the Central Bank with data, because we have to do an analysis of the data to determine what is the true position of the bank.
For its alleged involvement in making possible countless transfers in furtherance of this real estate scam, Atlantic International Bank has been facing serious pressure from the FTC, which has since mounted legal proceedings against the company.
What has happened is that you can't win that sort of a fight, and to say that it was unfair doesn't help you. They are unable, as I understand it, to sustain that campaign, the legal campaign, any longer. It's extremely costly. I gather there may have been an offer from the FTC for a settlement, but the amount involved would in any case have killed the bank. So, as I understand it, the bank has asked the central bank to intervene and to assist them to wind up the institution.
The role of Central Bank in this undertaking is to ensure that AIBL has sufficient assets to cover all liabilities as part of an intended shutdown. Central Bank Governor Joy Grant explains what the regulator would be seeking.
Look at the liquidity at the bank, look at the queues for payments, etc., and we are doing that now.
What is the extent of the involvement of Central Bank in respect to what we're coming to understand as a voluntary liquidation of this company?
That is an interesting question because the Act, the DBFIA, and of course the IBA talk about liquidation, and there are 2 ways: voluntary wind-up or liquidation. Now, in the voluntary wind-up, what we have to do as central bankers is look at the figures provided to us. And we have been getting figures on a weekly basis for a few months because the law says that you can only do a voluntary wind-up when you have enough assets to pay all liabilities.
The termination of the company, says PM Barrow, is regrettable. Most importantly, he added, is that clients are able to withdraw the totality of their deposits.
I hope that the winding up will not leave too many of their customers unable to get out the full amount of their deposits. That has to be the primary concern, apart from the fact that, as I said, it was a functioning bank. I thought an effectively functioning bank, and it diminishes certainly our international banking climate that they now have to exit. But the immediate concern is to be sure that depositors are treated as fairly as possible.
What is equally worrisome is the fact that this is the second offshore financial institution to be shuttered in Belize within a span of approximately 10 months, albeit under different circumstances. The first was Choice Bank Limited.
Absolutely. But I want to make it clear that the 2 situations are completely different. But there is always the perception as to, well, this is about a year for two banks. So I take this opportunity to say that this financial system is sound. We at the Central Bank, we are doing everything in our power to make sure that the right decision is taken in every situation.
News 5 understands that former Chief Executive Officer Ricardo Pelayo has since resigned from AIBL and that the operation is presently being overseen by a chairman of Honduran nationality. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.